Welcome back to Riding Bikes in San Diego, where we are in Santee, and I just added a Santee playlist because for all the time that I've been making these videos, I have never taken a substantial ride through Santee and posted videos about it. So yesterday's gravel ride on Meade Road was, I guess, the beginning of the Santee playlist, and now we're in Santee. We are on Mission Gorge Road, and we're going to take this to the beautiful Mission Trails, which is super ironic because this bike lane is kind of garbage. It has the classic texture change about 3/4 of the way through it. Somebody on a video recently commented that when I said the bike lane is too narrow, they're like, well, what do you expect? You're all the way off to the left. And I'm off to the left because there's a texture change. Debris ends up in the bike lanes further off to the right. I mean, come on. You know, when you're going to give us such a little bit of space, you're going to quibble over like my tire being over 6 more inches or something like that. This is absurd. There's also foliage, that I have to be mindful of not getting too deep into the bike lane. See, I just had to tilt my head for that one there. This is wild. This road is a connector to District 7 in San Diego, and man, do they make it difficult to go on. We got 2 lanes off to the side of us, and across the street there's another couple of lanes. And I feel like more and more on this channel lately we've been talking about how these roads are 2 lanes. Do we really need 2 lanes? If I turned my head to the right, you would see the 52 freeway. Like, there's a gigantic freeway, expressway, off to the side here, which probably was built, I want to say, after this giant road, but I don't know. Don't quote me on that. I have not investigated the history of this. All I know is that this bike lane's pavement is bad, and it gets worse. Like, do you see these spots? We were riding on gravel yesterday, on dirt, and I feel like this is also gravel riding, so I'm glad I was on the right bike for it, I suppose. Although I don't ride bikes with suspension. We talked a little bit in that Meade Road video about the bike I was riding, and this isn't really that kind of channel. I'm not geeking out on these things, but typically I don't ride bikes with suspension. It's just not my style. All my bikes have regular forks and all that. But just look at this pavement. The lines just go away. I mean, it gets bumpy. I gotta navigate and get around all those little potholes there. I said earlier that there's irony to this, and the irony is that we are about to get to a trail that's gorgeous. It's great for people to bike. It's great for people to walk, hike. It's really lovely. But the path to get there is horrible. We'll put a sign there. It says that there's construction up ahead, but spoiler, there's no construction. All right, there's just stuff sitting around. Maybe the construction was happening earlier in the day, but there's just stuff sitting around. The bike lane, there's a sign for the bike lane, and then the white paint just goes away. We just ended the construction. I mean, cities and crews will just put these signs anywhere. Look at this road. Look at this. But we know why the road is in such bad shape, right? It's not because people ride bicycles here. The road is in bad shape because of cars and trucks and the weight of the cars and the trucks. That's what damages a road. I don't know how else to tell you about this, but I haven't told you about this before. For the folks who say that bike lanes are somehow a waste of money, or the money should be better spent on roads for cars and trucks break roads. The weight of them breaks the roads. And if you think electric cars are going to save us, they are even heavier. There's more wear and tear on the road because of the weight of the batteries. Tires are wider, more wear and tear, more cost to people and society. Bikes don't do this damage, though. So now we have turned off the main Mission Gorge, and we're heading into the road that leads to the beautiful Mission trails, and I'm going to take you on that tomorrow. And I appreciate you coming with me. What I find ironic, as I mentioned earlier in the video, is that this is such a beautiful recreational area, and man, do they make it difficult to get here outside of a car. The road is garbage for somebody to ride a bike on, and I don't know if you know, maybe backtrack it up, but at some point the sidewalk just disappears. It just vanishes. If you wanted to take a walk and hike around Mission Trails, good luck actually walking there. You don't get a sidewalk, it just goes away. It's like they want you to drive your car to get here. And there's plenty of car infrastructure. There's a lot of space to park here. There are these bumps in the road. The bumps are not to slow down people on bikes. But we're going to drive less and ride a bike, and I'll show you more tomorrow. Thanks so much.